thank you. Maya's very shy of Zoom, but she's here. Come on, before everybody else gets here, we can say hello. This is Maya.
How old are you?
How old are you?
I think you're 16, if I remember correctly.
No, she's 6.
You're 6? Oh, sorry, I've got a 16-year-old. She's just watching the news right now, aren't you, 6-year-old? I mean, 16-year-old. How are you doing?
How are we doing? Good. Looking forward to cooking? Yeah.
Are you? So what fillings are you doing? Tell me. Hello, Heidi, babes. Why can't we see your...
Hi, I know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, are you like...
my video, my laptop. Yeah, my laptop's been playing up recently. My video's just not been working.
Oh, okay. Okay. Anyway,
I can see you, but we're just gonna... We doesn't really fish anyway. I don't eat sushi, but I thought I'll watch you if that's all right. Just I might learn a few tips. Might be able to convince it to be something. I thought I'd just watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. I'm super excited. Look, we have
oh wow.
We have fillings.
Oh cool.
Very excited. Do you like my tech? My tech? Me just waving my computer around. That's basically how I'm going to run this show. I bought a stand. I was quite organised. Can I show you the stand that I got?
Go on then.
Look at this monstrosity.
Oh cool. Hey Lena.
All right.
Hey, Nina.
Do you want to start pressing this up for me?
Hey, Nina.
Strips. You know how she had it?
Okay.
If I cut it in half.
Hey, Nina.
Lena was in the other screen.
Nice thing.
It's the gallery review.
Yeah.
Here's Lena. Can you see Lena?
Hi, Nina.
Hi. Okay.
Aaron. 4. That's Maya. She's 6. What fillings have you got going on then, my loves? Sweeter? Oh, why have you frozen? I don't understand half this stuff. And you give me my technical something.
Let's change the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can look.
Can I get the different? That's green.
Chopping them up for me.
Here's
I don't know. We'll find out soon.
the name in the bottom.
Oh, there you go. You start making nice slices for me. Then you've got the carrot.
I know, I'm not going to read, but look, it's completely broken. It's just like
I know.
Crocodile.
Again?
psychedelic.
Who wants inspiration? Oh dear, what's going on here?
I'm so sorry about my visual on my camera. It's not psychedelic.
Nice thin strips.
Sorry.
Who have we got now? We got Seed Wellness, i.e. Kate. I don't know. Maya, what are you busy chopping up there, darling?
Battery free.
Hi, how is everyone? Hello, Maya. Right. What fillings have we? Ooh, peppers. Very nice.
I am sort of watching it with the really big knife.
Yeah.
But she's pretty good.
Why don't you?
I don't do I want to speak to you.
You don't have to have peppers in your sushi. I might try having.
Salmon.
I'll have.
Have the salmon.
And then you. Yeah, you had it in the first. You really liked it. Look at those prawns.
Sorry, I can't wait until
No, I'm just gonna help you with the filling. I have it out. Hold on, Isaac. I've got it out already, Isaac. And then avocado. Who wants avocado?
Look, he's sleeping. Upstairs in our bedroom. Hello. How do we?
Hello.
How are you getting on with your chopping? Right. Who's ready to start cooking a little bit? Why have I only? Why can I only see Smita, sorry, not Shmiti, and Sanjay, and that's it. Where's everybody else? Where did Kate go?
I think. Oh, what time is it? 6.
Oh, if there's a time thing, that's fine. I mean, oh god, it's only just. So, Smita, you could always soak some rice if anybody's actually. Are you like, well, for now, if you want, might as well, whilst waiting for everybody else.
Sorry, what was that last thing? Say, I can start.
Some rice.
Start some rice.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So, who's going to do some measuring out for me?
So because we didn't cook. Yeah. Okay. Maya, do you want to?
Actually, the one that we've got as well. Well done, Maya. Amazing concentration. You want to help measure this out?
Yeah.
Okay, come then. So yeah, we've got the same one.
Yeah.
Yeah, snap. Okay, so measure out about a cup.
Measure out a cup. Okay, that's a really good chopping, Maya. Can we get a cup ready? This one? Okay, I'll get you the cup measure.
Let's see if you can do it. Not like that. Like this. Pouring it. Okay, try and be 1 whole cup. Try and make.
You know the bubbles.
Okay, get out.
We can use that one. Yeah, let's use that one now.
Was it up to here? Hello. Hello. Was it full up to here?
Huh?
Was it?
Yeah, and then we'll fill it up with that bag next time now.
Okay, 1 cup of rice.
In the pan.
The pan, mix it in. Yeah, stick it in.
Go. And we're just gonna just fill it up with some water till it's just covered, just like normal. Yeah.
Boiling water?
No, just normal cold water. No,
Just cold water. Okay, until it's just covered. No washing needed.
not yet. This is just to soak it for a little bit.
Okay, got it.
Mummy, so we'll put it down. What the peppers go now?
The peppers, we can arrange them on our plates.
Okay, I'll put them on the outside because they're a bit long.
Make them all look nice.
Nana just asked me, how come we need to soak it? Great question, my angel. Why can I not just automatically let people come into the waiting room? Why not?
Oh, you have to admit them. Yeah.
Individually.
Yeah, each time they come, it says participants usually in the bottom, and I think you have to. You have to invite them.
Even if it. Okay, I thought even if
Yeah.
Hi, sweet. Hello. Hi, Kirsty. Oh, that's better. Heidi, I'm loving the look going on. She's got this green.
Say hello, Ishi.
Hello.
Hi, guys. Are you excited?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, me too. I'm starving. I'm hungry. Who likes rice?
Me.
Hey,
Yeah.
Maya.
Right. Who likes vegetables?
Me.
Oh, you're all my favourites. Whoever said me is my favourites.
Me.
Who likes
You like
vegetables?
vegetables?
Me.
Oh.
Me.
Who like? Okay, so what vegetables are we going to be making today then? Putting in your sushi, guys. If you all like vegetables, I want you to prove it to
Red
me.
cabbage.
Red cabbage. What else? What else? What have we got? So this is what we've got.
Carrot
Show me.
pepper.
Yeah, but we're going to try it.
That's it,
Can
Mummy.
you put the avocado?
Cucumber.
Oh, cucumber.
And then you
I'm
need
going
to
to put them in the next
Yeah.
one.
go like that. Make it nice and thin.
What else you got?
Okay.
She's doing some cucumber now.
Yeah, so wait, Maya, 1 second, darling, for the
I am. Oh,
cucumber.
wait a second. Listen. Yeah.
Only because I just wanted to explain about the cucumber. The problem with
Oh, right.
as yummy as it is, it's got a lot of like really, really watery seeds. And then the problem is that that's going to make your sushi rice all soggy. So it doesn't matter if you haven't done this, but if you've already sliced your cucumber. If you haven't, you can basically take a cucumber, cut it in half, like lengthways like that.
Yep. Check.
And then you basically get a spoon, and scrape out. Like that.
And get the soft, gooey stuff out, so it doesn't make your sushi
You're hearing
soggy.
that, Francesca? So we scoop the seeds out a little bit.
Because I've probably got a bit too much of the hard stuff there. Here you go. You've got a little bit of that stuff. Make sure I get you a smaller spoon.
Yeah.
That's fine.
What are you doing, Kate? Oh, wait, that's not Kate.
This one.
Okay.
This one. Scoop
I
this
said, oh,
out.
not that, darling, not like that.
Give me this.
Do you want me to help?
Oh, I got it. I got it.
Okay.
That's it.
Come in on that one. That one should be a bit easier.
Oopsie.
You use the maybe the tail end of the spoon. Here, that
Come
one.
on, come
Now it's like upside down like it's like a boat. Can you see?
There we go.
And this is what they do in.
Oh yeah.
You did wash your hands before you started.
Yeah.
Okay.
on. Scoop the seeds out. Just scoop the seeds.
Hi, Sadie. Hi, Sadia.
Hi, how are you?
I just very good. Nice to see you.
That's it. Good.
Do the second one now, babe.
You're scooping these too.
I don't know what
Come
now.
on, I'll get you a towel.
Just the cucumber. I'm going to scoop the middle out.
Here you go.
Isaac, what's going on, honey? Where's your chopping hands? They're not chopping, but they look very nice. Strong hands.
We grated Archie.
Oh, you're just too organised. Okay, you might have missed the little step where we measured out about a cup of rice. Or have you done that already? Have you got your cup of rice anywhere?
Oh, we haven't got that.
Okay, so go grab that, Kirsty, please.
Oh,
Well, it doesn't obviously have to be a cup. I mean, let's see how much rice this is.
Can I start cutting it up?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not that way. Put your hand. Put your hand. Put this one here.
Like that.
Yeah, make sure you've got that. That's it. Nice, nice. Watch your fingers. Remember, if you've got the side of your fingers, it will get chopped. You've got to put your nail in. That's it.
Ooh,
That's
you were giving good teaching there. I like that. Who did that?
Wait.
That's it. That's it. See, now
It's
you
a bit
yeah.
squishy.
That's all right. That's all right.
Turkey. You do that
Trying to do that
tiny
myself.
bit.
Hello. Almost don't recognise you, Pandia.
Pandia.
Uncle D.
And then, yeah, the cup of
So,
rice.
Kate, whoever's put actually just measured out their rice, just do it into like a biggish saucepan and just basically soak it just with tap water. Doesn't matter how much, just cold water. Just soaking the rice a little bit.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Ash,
Yes, no.
sorry,
Can you see us?
I can't. I thought it was 4:15 for a 4:30 start.
We're not doing anything exciting. We just kind
Okay.
of
Dania,
getting a bit bored. We just
you have to show your face. Everyone's showing their face.
There's Danya. I know, she's had a haircut. Like
She
you.
hasn't had a haircut. She
Yeah.
thinks she's cousin it.
She wants to copy you, Nana. That's what it is, doesn't she? All right. So, how are we getting on with preparing some of our fillings? So, Maya, tell me what you're putting in your sushi, please, darling.
Peppers and cucumber
Yep.
and an omelette.
Beautiful. Have you already made the omelette?
I'm about to make it. I thought I'd do it on the side while she was assembling.
Okay. So, what I would recommend, Sunita, is basically just depending on what your kids like, just
Yeah.
like get a bowl, 2 eggs, whisk it up, a bit of butter or olive oil, and just make a really plain omelette with some seasoning.
Yeah, that's what I had planned. Yeah, good.
Always grate some courgettes or grate some well, just for a bit of extra flavour and
Right.
jajajoum.
Yes.
So you're prepping the veg, awesome. So why don't you, Smita, if you're going to do omelette, we want it to be a little bit cool. Why don't you
We'll do it now.
Yeah, why don't you do that now, my love? Cool. Sadia, how are you getting on there, darling? What are the kids doing?
Just gonna make like omelette.
Could you remind me your children's names and ages?
She's going to make it with smoked salmon as well. Oh, we've got smoked salmon as well.
Oh, yes, we've got that.
So Danya, you've got smoked salmon. Who's got smoked salmon?
We've got smoked salmon.
Wow,
We have
that's a lot of smoked salmon in the house. Who can tell me what food? Tell me. It's protein, yeah. And what's protein good for? Your brain, yes. And what else is protein good for?
You know what protein's good for?
Can't say muscles. Can't say it.
Your muscles?
Yeah, who said that? Who said that? Golden for you. You eat your own sushi instead of posting it to me. Yes.
Can I just ask, with the pepper, do you just cut it as small as you can?
So that way I want to-
Let's see.
We've done ours like this in strips.
Yeah, yeah. So these are my carrots.
Oh, okay.
Got some pepper.
That's mine.
And I've got
And the
some
mackerel. And the cabbage.
and some red cabbage.
Mommy, there's some oats.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. 13 pieces.
Thirsty. What we've got here, in case you guys missed it. Dhanraj, where are you, babes? Danya? What I've decided to create today. So we've got just some sliced carrots, sliced cabbage, sliced peppers, and some spring onion. What is this? This looks like a duck's egg. What is this? A big stone?
It's an avocado.
Oh, sorry.
Avocado.
That's it. And then some lovely, healthy, really healthy oily fish. This is really good for your brain. All right. How are we getting on, everyone?
We're doing good.
Yeah, what are you doing, sweetheart? What are you doing right now? Hello. Okay. Sadia, how are you doing with the veggies? Have you soaked your rice, Sadia?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, look at Oscar actually.
Only thing is that I'm using the different ones because the delivery was not.
Say that again?
The thing is, I was waiting for the sushi, right? But
Okay.
we can try this one.
Okay. Alrighty.
My name is Sonia.
Tanya, that's beautiful. And how old are you, sweetie? Tanya, how old are you? Isaac, whose tummy am I seeing next to you? Yours.
I am Charlotte. I'm her au pair.
Hi, Charlotte. You've got a lovely tummy. I just was wondering what that was. Okay, so everybody's rice has been soaked. Okay, let me all know when you kind of feel that you're comfortable with your fillings. What's that? Sushi mad. Nice. My internet connection is unstable. Second, guys.
Yeah.
A bit more pepper.
I said, I hear the ice cream van.
No. Nena can hear the ice cream van. You want to cut some avocado? Do you want to slice the cucumbers for me?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, cool.
Actually, I've got a question.
Say that again.
Sorry, I know you can't see me. It's really weird that I'm talking and you can just see a green screen. But with sushi rice, what is the difference with sushi rice and compared to other rice? Like, could you use normal rice, or has it got something different about it?
You can't. So I don't know the exact technical details. I just know that, like, the different. Right. Things like sushi, they get really sweet. So they kind of, whereas like lilies and long grain, like, hello, Maya. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess it would fall apart, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it wouldn't work.
This is obviously Archie's sisters and his mum.
Maya, can you speak on behalf of Danya? She's completely mute.
What? Making sushi? Yeah. I can't hear her, Donna.
Maya, can everybody hear me okay?
Oh, there we go, yeah.
We can hear you. We can hear you. Yeah.
Good.
Should we mute ourselves?
Maya, can you please tell me what Danya's done? Because I've asked her about 3 times. She's thanking me for some reason. Oh, you
That's just gone over my head. I said that too quickly.
Maya, darling.
Yeah.
Danya, where are you? Have you chopped any of your veg yet?
Question. You're not muting us, are you?
Where are your... I don't know. I don't want to. I don't know. I can't hear you, Ash.
All right. Kirsty, do you have a question?
I was doing it at house.
Let's leave her to a sushi.
Hey, Ashby, shall we all mute ourselves so that we can hear you better?
That is a really good idea. I didn't even think about that. How does that work?
So if you're on a laptop, the mute button is in the bottom left. So you just click on it.
Like sole trader, right? So yeah, the maximum West Brom. I put in his income for the last 3 years.
1 minute. Can Can anybody help me out here? How I mute everybody apart from myself? Or maybe you could just all, how about ask?
Yeah, oh, everyone's muted themselves, so that's good. So you're the only one talking now.
If I ask you, how will you ask me a question?
We have to unmute ourselves.
Oh my God, it's like being in school. This is supposed to be fun.
Otherwise, I think with everybody, the clattering might be.
That's a really good idea. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So people have got questions. Question away. Kirsty, you had a question. You're holding an avocado and you had a question, I think.
So would we cut the avocado into long strips as well?
Yes, exactly. So as I showed you guys before, these are how I did the veggies, just like in long strips. Because obviously what we want to do is we want to be laying it across, don't we? So now I'm just going to show you the cucumber with Nena. She's going to do it.
Lovely, thank you.
The avocado. So don't look at the camera, look here. Actually, probably doing it this way is a better idea. Start at the top like that and just cut down like that.
Oh, I get it.
Good girl. All right, try again then. Watch your fingers. So obviously, guys, if you feel like don't obviously let your kids do this if you don't feel confident. Nena's kind of been cutting for a while. Hold on. Curved fingers, curved like that, like a crab. That's it. That's it. Watch. Nearly had your finger. Okay, and again. Watch your fingers. Good girl. Right, I'll give you one last chance. One last go yourself. Watch this finger. That's it. It's quite tricky, you know, because obviously it's quite a long vegetable. Good girl. So, has everybody got cut cucumbers? I mean, cucumber's an amazing thing for obviously texture in sushi. It's kind of like a given that you should put cucumber in. That's too thick, Angel. All right, but that's fine. Let's stop now. We're doing avocado now.
Done.
So for this, I think this might be a little bit too technical for young hands. But basically, how would you normally kind of cut an avocado for a salad, Kirsty? So I just kind of, like, you know, cut the top off like that.
Why?
No, let me do this bit, please.
Oh, this is easy.
Cut the top off like that, go in like that, and kind of go around. You see, did that make sense? And then you kind of go like that.
Well, can I pick the seed out?
You could try picking the seed out, but that's quite difficult. This is definitely only for the grown-ups. My way of picking it out. Okay, you try picking it out. And then let's get how's everybody cut their avocado in half already? Yeah, good one, good job. Nice, got some proper experts here. And then it's, well done. And then again, just plop it that way down, like that way.
Put the seed
And just
out.
nice thin slices, just like that. Can you see?
Oh yeah.
I did it without your help.
Okay, what word I really love is that one. Well done. Right, do you want to try slicing it now, Angel? You slice that for me, please.
This is will be
Show me your left crab finger. Too thick. Too thick. Baby, you need to listen and just wait for a little bit of instruction first, please, hon. Okay, crab finger, crab, like that. That's it. In half. Good job. Okay, can you do them this thin for me? Can you try and do it that thin? Nice. All right, guys. I reckon while the kids are kind of doing their veggies and stuff, let's get boiling, well, washing. I'm just going to quickly show you how to, it's not that big a deal. I don't know why I kind of made it into a bit of a big deal. It's just that with rice, when you wash certain kinds of rice, if you manhandle it too much, it can get a little bit like messed up, if you know what I mean. So similar with sushi rice, you just kind of want to just gently swirl and that's it. And then pour the water out.
Sorry,
Whoops.
Mommy,
Really gently. I mean, you can obviously use a colander as well. Talking while I'm talking. Okay, that's fine. And then just repeat that process 2 or 3 times, that's all. Just to get rid of like the slightly excess starch. So a couple of rounds, excess water out. One more round.
Mommy, am I allowed to do them into cubes?
Sure. But I don't think we'll be putting them in the sushi if they've gone into cubes, that's all. We can, I guess.
It'll be smaller.
It's easier to roll. So that's enough for now, darling. We don't want to do... Sorry, guys, I lost you a little bit there. Has everybody washed their rice?
Yes. How much rice are you doing?
Oh, lovely, lovely vegetables, darling. Really nice strips.
Oh,
there.
I'm
Excellent.
gonna put it through another vegetables.
Actually, we should have got the rice a while ago, actually. So you boil about 2 cups worth of water, please, in the kettle quickly. And then when the water's boiled, just obviously add it to the soaked rice, and let's just put it on like a medium kind of boil. We don't want it to roll over too much, but it's not a big deal if it does. It's just you've got to do more cleaning.
More cleaning.
More cleaning. Cleaning. So is anybody putting in any fish into their sushi? I want to know. Apart from smoked salmon.
So this is
Where's Francesca? Is that Jasmine or Francesca? That's Francesca, Kirsty. And where's Jasmine? Oh, I have to unmute you. Gold. What happened?
We have to unmute ourselves, I think, too.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not.
Jasmine's hiding in her bedroom. I'm going to try and get her out.
Messy.
Yeah.
Nima, remind me your daughter's name, please, and how old she is.
Francesca, she's 8 and she's gluten tolerant. And this is Jasmine, she's nearly 11 and she's a vegetarian.
Well, so I presume, Kirsty, you bought this. Or where's it gone? That's my tamari.
Oh, I've got tamari, yes, I've got
Tamari.
that.
And then, did anybody manage to get the kind of pre-made sushi seasoning? Or we can make up some other stuff if you've got the... What have you got there, Kirsty?
I've got the tamari. I didn't get the ginger or the wasabi because I know none of us would have eaten it.
Oh, absolutely, no, completely. How about the sushi seasoning to make the rice all tasty?
I couldn't get that.
No problem. Did you manage to get any rice wine vinegar?
Is that mirin?
Yes, that's mirin, yeah.
No, I tried to put that on the Tesco's today and didn't get it.
That's okay. Listen, I mean, yeah, we've got something like this, but we've also got this as well. So
No, don't mute us. We're still talking.
So we've got this one. Yeah, so there's, to be honest with you, the difference is quite subtle. You know, the difference between this Japanese vinegar, rice wine vinegar, and then all that ready-made stuff is basically this with like added sugar and salt, and that's just to obviously give the rice a bit of flavor. It's quite bland otherwise, right? But so that's what I'm saying. So you know, one of the best things about sushi is there's really no rules, you know. But as I said, don't say that to a sushi chef, because but you know, genuinely, you just do what you want. I love the sesame seeds that you get, so you can kind of put a layer of sesame seeds in. Children like that, but you know, it's such a subtle taste, and it's a really good source of like calcium, you know, without you even realizing your kids are getting a shot of calcium.
Yeah, we've used seeds before. I may have some actually, some sesame seeds. I'll have a look. I've got the sesame oil, so that's a bit strong, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you can't put it in the sushi because it will make it soggy again.
Right, okay.
Right, so if everybody's kettle is boiled, let's boil up our sushi rice. So you just want to probably, again, just kind of top it up. I mean, we used 1 cup of rice. I know you guessed, which is wonderful. I mean, Indians make a lot of rice. We generally don't measure stuff. So what I'm going to say is add the boiling water till it's covered by about like about a centimetre or so. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And then just put it like on a medium boil.
That's the rice.
Doing our sushi wrapping now.
Now, in a minute. You're gonna just wait about 5 minutes for that sushi rice to boil.
What
About
is
5 10 minutes. Okay. Wanting a break?
Hi, Ashley. Our rice is finished.
Oh, good. Oh wait, hold on. How do you know? I'd like to see the texture, please. Like, grab a grain and just. You need to kind of because the texture is really important. So Charlotte, can you just? Oh, go asbestos hands. I like it. Right. When you squeeze it between your finger and finger, it should like really be mushy. No hard texture left at all. It's not like a risotto where it should be a little bit al dente. No, this has to be completely soft.
Okay,
What do you think?
There's no moisture left.
We're gonna make mushy.
Well, doesn't matter if there's no moisture left, honey, because you can just add water. Because if it's not cooked, then it's not going to taste nice. So just tell me, how would you describe the texture, Charlotte?
Yeah, soft.
Yeah.
And it hits there's like a hard part in the center.
No, you need to add just, if you've got more boiling water, perfect. Just add about half a cup or something and just put it back on the boil again, okay? So did everybody get that about the texture of the rice? It is quite specific. It has to be really quite cooked, almost like overcooked rice would look like. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So Kirsty, your rice is on the boil? Awesome. Sadia, is your rice on the boil? Oh, hello, nice to see your face. Hi.
Hi.
Beautiful.
Hi, we haven't seen.
Wonderful. Okay, cool. All right. So I know that Kirsty hasn't got this, and that's not a big deal. Has anybody else managed to not get this kind of sushi seasoning?
Is that a powder?
No, a powder. I mean, I don't know. You might come in a powder. I've not seen it in a powder because generally it's just the rice wine vinegar. Well done. You're being really patient.
I've got mirin and tamari. Is it one of those?
Perfect. Okay. So Nima, what you want to do then to make your sushi seasoning, or your daughter can do that. How old are you again, darling?
You want to make the sushi
Yes,
seasoning?
You're 6. Oh, perfect. So then you guys can definitely, you and Nena can do it together because she's 6. Who else is 6 and wants to make some sushi seasoning?
Maya's 6, and we were planning to make the mix. So
perfect. So have you got rice wine vinegar?
Yep.
Beautiful, beautiful guys. Right. So sushi, Nena, you're gonna direct this. Teaspoon.
We're gonna make about what to do.
I'm gonna tell you what to do. You're gonna tell them what to do. It's only 6-year-olds now, okay? So we are going to get.
No. Just
tell them nice and tight. Tell them nice and loud. Not 3. 3 is not going to be.
you have to follow Nana.
4 tablespoons of milk. Nice and loud. 4 tablespoons of milk.
Okay.
Come on.
4 tablespoons of mirin.
Did you get that, guys? Did you hear her?
4 tablespoons.
No, we didn't.
Yes, please. Of mirin.
Could you say that again?
Say it louder.
4 tablespoons of mirin.
4 tablespoons.
Which one's mirin? Which one's mirin?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, take that.
Right, Maya?
That one.
4 tablespoons. You need 4 of them. Just use a towel.
Watch your eyes. Don't do what Dr. Ash did and get it in her eyes. That stings. Yeah, but fill it up because we want 4 of those. Do it over here. Do it.
4 of those.
Don't make a mess. Good girl.
Keep your hands steady.
That's it. Yep, in. That's 1.
1.
We've got how many more to go now?
1.
Good girl.
2.
That's 2. Wonderful. 3. We might not end up using all of this, but that's fine because you can just store it in a jar for the next time you make sushi, which will hopefully be like in 3 days time.
Done.
So you've got your 4 tablespoons of mirin. We want, where is some white sugar. Just a little bit of, just about a 1/4 of a teaspoon of some white sugar. Or like a large pinch.
Yeah, one of these. Of sugar.
Yeah, okay. I've only got icing sugar.
I wish
What
I
a
could
tragedy.
eat it.
Tiny bit.
Concentrate.
Tiny.
Are we making sushi? This sugar.
And then like a pretty large, like a large pinch of salt as well, please, guys. Large pinch, please, anybody?
Large, like up to there. Up to there.
Large pinch, big pinch. Big, like, yeah.
I'm just going to do the salt because it's kind of a bit sticky there, okay?
Big, what tiny little.
So just mix it up until the sugar and the salt dissolve, basically. So keep going and then just try it because this is.
You said I can.
Okay, keep mixing it.
It's
If it's a little bit too vinegary, hold that, you're making a lot of noise. A little bit too vinegary, just add a bit more sugar, but it's got to have a little bit of a vinegar kind of kick, and also obviously salt as well. How's it, Nana? Yeah, how's it? You need to try it a bit faster when you're trying it. How's it?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that needs a bit more sugar actually, guys, for me personally. So I think just add like another half a teaspoon of sugar. Sorry, I haven't actually made it fresh for a while. I normally just use the pre-seasoned stuff.
Okay.
Now try. Mix it first, please. Then.
Good job.
It is a nice taste.
Yeah. Let's taste it. You can always add a little bit more sugar or a little bit more salt. You know, how is it? Just taste it. Make sure it's like, you know, tastes okay.
Very like it.
How's it? Yep. Grown-ups, how's everyone doing with their rice?
Oh,
Nearly done.
Really?
It's going to have a little vinegary taste.
Still a bit al dente. We're just waiting a few more minutes.
I think I actually forgot it takes about 15 minutes to boil. Probably should have got you guys to do that before, but sorry. That's okay.
That's all right.
Is that Olivia or Francesca? Sorry. Who did I just see give the thumbs up?
Yeah, I think we've got about another 5 minutes on the rice. We've done about 10 minutes, I think.
Okay, cool. All right. And Nima, is your rice on the boil, my love?
Yeah, it's boiling. I think it's al dente too.
Yeah, I'm just going to check mine now quickly. I mean, let me show you guys how you know it's kind of coming to cook. Grown-ups, just check because it's as you cook it, it's quite sticky, but it's not sticky enough. No, watch your hands, really hot.
okay.
Okay, so just that needs a little bit longer.
Wait till it's sticky.
Yeah.
No.
By breaking that, you see it's still a bit of, actually don't touch that, it's too hot, darling. While the rice is nearly finishing, grab something like kind of like a bowl, but that's quite flattish if you can. When I'm talking, please if you can. If you have just got a normal bowl, that's fine. But if you have got, no, please. If you have got something with a slightly flat thing, that would be helpful. Show me. No, oh babes, you're gonna need something bigger than that, Smita, way bigger. We're gonna have more rice than that. Oh, actually, we might not. Yeah, go on.
I tried this one.
Is it nice now? Okay, good.
I like it.
Darling Saidi, I think that might be a little bit, I don't know, how much rice have you guys got? I've got maybe, I think that bowl might be a little bit small, Angel, a little bit small. That is perfect. Yeah, maybe a baking dish might be a better idea, guys. Yeah, perfect, Kirsty, perfect.
Yeah, it's probably sticky.
Quite nice.
Sadia, try and get like a baking dish. That's a good idea, actually, because it will cool it as well.
Okay.
See, we're learning from each other. This is wonderful.
Okay,
Thank you, Santa.
Well done.
Okay, darling, I said well done. Okay, now you said you tried it. Let's stop.
Ready to advance the recipe. Mommy, are you going to do the pouring part?
The fish disappear. Almost disappeared.
Yeah, it's normal, so I can get a little bit.
So guys, this is still not done. Like, can you see it's mushy?
Yeah.
But it's just still not kind of gloopy enough. See what I mean? Just a wee bit more gloopier.
With the rice is gloopy. Gloopy.
For you guys that do eat fish, this is where I really recommend your kids to try like some mackerel like this. You know, and I'll show you the packaging. Good stuff that you can get everywhere from Tesco's and Marks and etc. Yeah. Reason being, because mackerel's really, really strong flavored, right? This is what I started this one off when she was young. But this one, for example, was like a sweet cure. It's got honey and stuff in it. So it's a really good way to get fish. You take the skin off like that. Yeah, get rid of that. And it's got really nice texture.
Can I try?
Yeah, of course. What do you mean try? You love this stuff. So it's really nice substitute for things like tuna, salmon. Yum. It's just so healthy.
Yum.
So healthy.
Yum.
So that's a really good filling. And then what I was saying the other day was just like, you know, just getting a tin of tuna, tin of salmon, drain it, put some sweet corn in, loads of mayo, really good quality mayo. And now, again, your kids have got some nice oily fish for lunch. Happy days. Right, I think my rice is done because I'm hearing it stick at the bottom. Yeah, that's definitely done. That is a lot more, it's hard to see, but it's really quite sticky. It's stuck to the bottom. That's not ideal from a cooking point, as in like a washing up point of view, but that means it's definitely cooked, right?
Yeah, anymore.
You're going to do the next one, okay? Come and stay still.
Done is sweet.
Sorry. Yeah, hold on a minute, 1 minute. Let me have a look, babes.
Try all the rice.
Right. Sadia, show me, please.
I think it's like.
Yeah, that looks it. It's like really so Nima, if you'll obviously need to drain yours because I didn't give you very good quantities with the water. I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
Sadia, the texture, is it nice and mushy? Sadia?
Yeah. It is mushy, actually.
Like a curry, Sadia. Okay. Which one? Ask her. Maya, what's that mug full of? Nana wants to know. Are you having your mommy's gin and tonic?
No, mommy's having her gin and tonic.
I noticed a lack of gin and tonics. I'm not happy about that.
What is it?
Maya's having a masala chai. She likes the
that's tea. You like what your nanny has basically when she sits in, she goes, ah.
She's up in your 16 and she's doing 45.
Wow. Okay, Nina, I think you need to drain your rice, babes. If you're happy with the texture, yeah? If you're happy with the texture, Nima, like it's really, really soft, like, you know, rice that's overcooked almost, then drain it. Nadia, I think your rice is perfect. Just pop it in the freeze, ready to cool. Rita, your rice? Your rice nice and mushy now?
Is that all right?
Oh no, ours is still al dente.
That's fine. And Charlotte, my love, how's the rice going?
Can I ask, ours is quite sticky. Should I add more water if it's a little bit?
Could you bring it a little bit closer to the camera, my love?
Ours is.
The stickiness isn't so much a problem, Kirsty. Is it cooked? Like, take a grain.
So yeah.
Like it's
Oh, if I squish it in my fingers, it doesn't disappear.
Like it doesn't. And try a grain and tell me if that al dente, if it's like really al dente, like, oh, it doesn't taste cooked, or it just tastes a little bit nice al dente. Nearly.
It's a little bit al dente.
So boil it just for a few minutes. Pop it on the hob again for like.
So you don't expect it, it's not like the absorption method, you kind of always expect to drain a bit, do you?
You know, I have read so many recipes from sushi chefs, and everybody does it a little differently. The absorption thing depends on how long you've soaked it for. That's why I was really hoping to kind of explain the texture. Do you know what I mean? I know it's not very satisfying because, yeah, but it's supposed to be roughly 1 cup of like a rice to 1 1/4 cup of water. I found was about 1 centimeter above.
And it's good, ideal to soak it overnight, is it, or just an hour?
Again, a lot of the sushi chefs, they just soak it for about 20 minutes or so. I because like as a nutritionist, like soaking all grains overnight actually.
It's a way of saying it looks good. Oh, very cool. Get rid of that so I can see with the big.
Oh no, we don't need. Mommy, please. Yeah. No, Mommy.
Danya, how you doing? Danya, oh, hello, sweetie, you're alive.
I'm alive. Very good. You're a main person. There's only 2 legs left.
How have I
We're gonna roll some sushi. Oh, we got a little plate.
Nima, have you made your sushi seasoning? Perfect. Yeah, that's what I said, darling.
Yeah, got the seasoning.
Perfect. Smita's rice is still going a little bit. Danya, darling, how's your rice going?
I think it's finished.
Great. Who's helping you with the rice? I kind of wouldn't mind a grown-up being there.
Are
there any grown-ups there?
I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah. So I tried to help her.
Yeah.
The dad is just done.
Ready?
Go shut it. Oh, I hate those. You have to roll them up. You have to roll them up.
Danya, can you mute your speaker again, please? I'm getting too much noise again.
It's for cool down here.
Sorry, I've had an interruption. Someone's woken up.
Oh, he's cute.
Okay, hold. I've got it 1 second.
What's his name?
His name is Rumi. Do you want to try a prawn, Rumi?
Rumi. Oh.
Right. If this little doggy can have a prawn, then some of you children can try prawns as well, right? Really, really good for you, prawns. Oh, high five, Roomster!
No.
Right, take him for a wheelie, please.
But Mommy, he doesn't want to.
Okay, put him down. He doesn't like that, that's for sure. His legs are doing this. Right, how are we doing with
So do we need to put this
We are
in?
draining our rice now.
Okay, so I'm going to just show you guys, because some of you are sitting there with your rice now for quite a while. So, yeah, you can do it. Just take about, you know, your mixture that we made. So if you made the if you made the mixture, use like a teaspoon of that. If you've got the sushi seasoning, use a teaspoon of that. And this is what I meant about the cutting, to make it all nice and shiny and stick together. So just put in about just drizzle a teaspoon over like that, and then just kind of like cut it like that. You see what I mean?
See what she's doing? I'm sorry.
Cutting it like that. Cut, cut. And then I'm going to put in again. Another teaspoon, drizzle it in, and then just kind of cut like that. Cut, and you can also fold, folding like that as well. Fold, fold, and let go. Fold like that. You only need to, and then try it as you go along. As I said, we might not need to use all that seasoning. We've got about two teaspoons.
So what's that mixture made out of? White sugar and...
Kirsty asking. That was the sushi seasoning. Do you have any sushi seasoning? Do you have any like rice wine vinegar?
I don't think so.
All right, go and have a look. Good job, Maya. Very nice. And then I think personally just 1 more teaspoon of the mixture, guys. And I personally, for my taste, I'm putting in a bit more salt because it's not the rice hasn't got enough salt for my taste. So that's up to you though. But the doctor here is giving you permission to use Himalayan sea salt freely. It's really good for you. And again, cut and fold, cut and fold, cut and fold. Good job, guys. You're all doing really well.
Did you say?
And then it should look just like really quite nice and shiny, a little bit sticky, but it does come off the spoon like that. Let's see, Maya, pick it up like that for me, Maya, darling, and just plonk it down like that. Good girl. That's it, Sadia, perfect. Let me see, Nima. Can you put up to the camera a wee bit more? Perfect. Danya, how are you doing there, darling?
We use rice.
She's off on a one. She's like rolling away.
Can we use rice wine or does that
perfect? Yeah, that's perfect.
I think he needs toilet.
Take him outside then. Charlotte, my lovely, just grab a little bowl, a small bowl, because you missed the step when we were making it. So just grab a small bowl, add about two teaspoons of rice wine vinegar, half a teaspoon of sugar, and half a teaspoon of salt. And just put that in a separate bowl quickly. Right, how are we doing there, Kirsty? Perfect. I think that was perfect. That's really, I can see that gloopiness now. It looks a little bit wet, so just drain it. Have you got colander?
Yes, so just colander.
Yeah, and then drain it and then pop it back in a nice kind of, in a flat bowl or so.
Into the glass bowl?
No, drain the water out and then the drained rice into the glass bowl, yeah. Okay, so who was making the sushi seasoning? Charlotte was.
Yeah, so 2 teaspoons rice wine.
Please, about half a teaspoon of sugar.
Yeah.
And a quarter of a teaspoon of salt. What did he do, Nana, darling?
No,
Did he do a poo-poo? Wee. Good toilet. Who's got dogs? Who's got dogs here? Well, I know you have, Isaac. Isaac, I'm really sorry, I've forgotten your sister's name.
Huh? It's okay.
What's your name again, darling?
It's okay.
What is your name?
I'm Ina.
Isla and Isaac, of course. Eyes. Okay. So rice ready. Charlotte, you got that, my love? Have you made the mix yet? I think we're all, and then Kirsty's adding in the vinegar as well now. Is that right? Good job. So you've got them. You didn't have the vinegar mix, did you?
No. Do we add something else?
Salt it at least. Just sprinkle a bit of salt in and add that in. Yeah. Do you have any other kind of vinegars at all?
Balsamic and malt vinegar and cider vinegar.
Apple cider.
Just cider vinegar.
I'd leave it.
Leave it.
Sour.
Okay.
That's okay. All right. So how's everybody doing with their rice? Have they all kind of added in the vinegar mix, apart from Charlotte? Nima is doing a good job. Sadia is ready.
Adding the entire, about half of it, do you think?
Yeah, I didn't use all of it either. Yeah.
Yeah, but okay.
As I said, sorry that I'm not getting the exact estimates right. So it should be, is your rice, everybody's rice cool enough to kind of handle, like touch yet? Not yet? So Kirsty, sweetie, maybe even get a plate, because obviously yours has just come off the boil. So even if you get like a plate and put the rice on the plate and just kind of flatten it out, that will obviously let it cool down. Because I think the kids are they've been really patient. You guys have been amazing. I think you really want to do the rolling now, don't you? I know I do. Yeah.
The rolling. Rolling.
As long as you did it on the grass, I don't care if it's water. Maya, show me your seaweed sheets, please.
You don't usually want your rice to get sticky. Yeah.
Oh, there's 2 Mayas, grown-up Maya and 6-year-old. Oh, very nice, authentic Oh, you guys all got lovely Japanese stuff, huh?
Good toilet, really good toilet.
Yeah, is his water bowl full, darling? Could you please give him some more dinner? Could you get one of the pouches out from the fridge?
What pouches?
You'll see when you look in the fridge. I think it's in the drawer. I don't even
We want it so hard.
Do something with this.
Wow. Put these things.
I don't know. You're going to learn how to do it.
All right, Nana, we're going to be rolling in a minute. We're going to be rolling the sushi in a few minutes. You ready to join back in again now? All right, guys. Where are we at?
We have rice now.
We have rice. Nima's properly ready. Sadia's rice. Right, cool. It's time to roll. So, Charlotte, have you put the sushi seasoning in that yet? Okay, so what you want to do is just kind of like drizzle in a teaspoon, and then just kind of like fold it through like that. Like fold it, cut it, and fold it, and cut it, and fold it. Okay?
I'm going to try a piece. Try it now. You're going to run out of teaspoons. I'll drizzle it.
Right. I've got a quiz now. Apparently, there's supposed to be a shiny side and a non-shiny side. And I have to confess, every time I make sushi, I never quite know which way it is, because to me, they both look quite shiny. But it does make a difference, and you'll see when you become sushi experts and you go to cut it, you'll see if you cut it the right way around or the wrong way around. So I'm going to hazard a guess and say that that's the shiny side. So I think the shiny side doesn't look as textured, if you kind of know what I mean. That's kind of a way of possibly telling the difference. So you want to get the shiny side and put that down on your mat.
You know, this mat, it came with like a thick and a thin one. What one do you have to use?
Oh my goodness, how that's quite fancy. Let me see the difference.
We're the same. We have a thick and a thin one. I like to use both.
That looks more like bamboos, because it looks like Nima, show me the different angle of that. Show me this way angle. Like this way. Perfect. Oh God, they're very similar. I'd say I'm just use that because that's what I'm using.
The thin one, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. The shiny side down.
Shiny side.
Hi, Ashby. Is it shiny side down?
Shiny side facing the mat. Yeah, shiny side down. So this
shiny side facing the mat.
Shiny side now, yeah?
No, wait, not yet.
Sorry, did you say the shiniest down?
Yes, please. The shiny. So this is the shiny side down. Cool. So obviously wash your hands. I'm sure they are clean. We've been working with our hands. Have a little bowl of water, just a small little bowl, just a tiny bit, literally just drop, because it's gonna get quite sticky now. And yeah, this is the fun bit, the bit I've been waiting for. So who's ready to start putting some rice down? Okay, so I use my hands. I'm Indian, and I'm a doctor. Kind of like how it goes. So just if you want, and I'd recommend it as well. It's easier if you use your hands. So put your fingers in a little bit into the water. Grab. Maybe this is an adult size bit of rice. Okay, just put it in the middle like that. Plonk it down. Okay, and now just start flattening it out and taking it out to the sides.
Right, is it okay if the rice is still warm?
It's okay, obviously, if you can handle it. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to. And yeah, if it's boiling hot, then you. If it's handleable temperature, it's fine. Yeah.
Tiny side.
You're mainly going to be using.
Push this out.
Kirsty.
Push it out. Okay.
Yeah, good guy, good going. And then probably at least another handful, I reckon. And I'm going to just kind of like dot it out a little bit like that. Can you see into the gaps? And then you're just going to basically, with your fingers, just kind of like tease it out to the corners and try and cover the whole layer of rice. I'm actually ending up using almost about 2 to 3 golf ball sizes of rice per of it.
God.
And just spread it out. Remember to use the water to dip, because your fingers will get really sticky. It's really hard when they're sticky. Spread it out all the way.
Ends up in the middle.
Try and leave a gap at the top. Now it should be quite thin, because otherwise it's gonna be a really big roll. So it's okay for children's mouths.
Oh, yeah.
But listen, we're going to do a couple of attempts, guys. Okay, so really, let's not get stressed if the first one is not, beautiful. In fact, I've made a bit of a boo-boo, and I've really got too much rice here. I actually normally put my rice to about there only. Because I'm not, I like rice, but I don't like my daughter having loads of it. And we do have a fair bit of sushi. So that's, I've made a real boo-boo on my first one. I'm going to leave about 1 centimetre at the top, which I haven't done. I bet there are some star pupils here who've done a much better job than me. Good job, Maya. You're really getting your hands in. Good job, Francesca and Olivia. Nice. 2 sushi mats going at the same time. Nemo, where's your daughter gone? So my hands.
Washing her hands. She doesn't like her hands dirty.
So my hands are really sticky. I'm going to do a quick rinse before I put on the toppings, guys.
Okay. Good. You've rinsed your hands. Now put the toppings on.
Smells.
Nena, darling, do you want to come and do the rolling? Do you want to come and do some rolling? Cool. So, if you wanted to use wasabi, then where did you put my wasabi? It was that tube thing that you were playing with. Adults, grown up, if you did ever want to, like, obviously make it for yourself and put in wasabi, I always just use this one. I was a bit of a numpty the other day, and I literally went like that.
Did you make that sushi?
With a whole, that's way too much.
Did
okay,
you make that sushi?
I've just done that, yeah. But you're going to roll it. You're going to do the hard bit.
Really?
Yeah. And you're going to put the fillings on in a second. So I would just kind of, I'm not going to do it because this is obviously for Nena. I would just kind of dab and just kind of really, really lightly just dab in a line across like that if you wanted to put wasabi in. Other people just put wasabi with the soy sauce. It's up to you.
Can I pause?
You don't have wasabi, darling. You won't like it. Try some? Yeah. Okay. Guys, 6-year-olds. Nena's Come on then.
This one's for children, so I will do them.
But then again, you've tried it.
Yeah?
Maya, look. Maya Junior. Nana's just tried some wasabi. How you doing there, young lady?
Good on her for trying it.
Absolutely. Are you okay, sweetie? Right, do you want to come and roll? Come and roll.
So I don't want it.
Yeah, you don't.
Oh,
you don't want wasabi, baby.
what a brave little girl.
Okay, guys. So now it's important to not overfill it as well. like I've done with the rice on the first occasion. So what are we putting in our first one then, darling? Avocado?
Cucumber.
Avocado. So we're going to just
Cucumber.
avocado and cucumber and some fish as well. Should we choose a fish?
Mackerel.
Mackerel. Okay, good girl. So
And put some, like all this,
slice of avocado.
this way, like all the way down, not here, just here, because you're gonna roll it.
Okay. And then again, cucumber. She would like.
Yeah.
I'm just going to kind of do like
Mackerel.
like one strip, maybe. You know, because we've got quite thick strips.
And that way as well, everything's up with you.
No, I'm making the sushi. Can you stop, please? Can you act like a 6-year-old now? They're not doing that. Come on.
Put more of this.
And then Nana wants mackerel, so I'm just doing like little strips like this for her. So if you know, smoked salmon. You wanted beautiful thing. We've all got smoked salmon, so should we do next one? We'll all like do a smoked salmon one or something. We can do it together, because what I like about smoked salmon is you can actually obviously just flatten it out and cover the whole thing, and then it looks really pretty when you roll it up as well. So I've got fish to vegetables. We've kind of got going.
Does the spring onion go with the smoked salmon?
I mean, that's what I'm going to probably have in mind. That's why I've got spring onion, but she probably won't like that. But she's a good girl, and we're going to put in some lovely purple cabbage.
Oh, my favourite.
Your favourite, like that. Because look how pretty this is going to be.
It's like,
you know, like how tasty. We're getting some nice veggies. Let's see how you're all doing.
Can you peel off the skin of mackerel?
Yeah, I peeled off the skin. And then how about no pepper? How about some carrot, darling? Wee bit of carrot?
Yeah.
Wee bit of carrot?
Yeah.
And then we're just going to kind of go carrot like that.
That looks quite
So you don't want your fillings to kind of be thicker than maybe like an inch and a half. So when you've all put your fillings on satisfyingly, show me, then we'll see if we're happy to start rolling. Maya, darling. Oh, Junior Maya.
Yeah.
Called Junior.
Because Danya Didi's Didi is also called Maya, and she's there, and she's Maya Senior. Because if I say Maya, they will get confused, won't we? Yeah. Smita, it's a bit hard to see. Is that kind of, is it in at the bottom a little bit, or is it kind of a bit more spread out?
It's all over. I think we've gone too heavy, haven't we?
Absolutely fine, because that's how you learn. That's how you learn. So we'll do it how it is, and the next one will be a wee bit better, and then the last one will be awesome.
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 So everyone looks quite ready. Right? I mean, it's really hard to kind of, let's see, Charlotte. Oh, because we're making more, darling. Very good. Very, very nice. Maya, come in.
Is that going? Or is that an account?
Okay. What was that, Nima? Nima, did you ask a question? You're holding a jar of the ginger. So I don't put the
ginger to eat with it, or is it in the thing?
It's for afterwards. Again, you wouldn't really want to put the ginger in. Number one, the kids
Okay.
won't eat it.
What about this?
Yeah, afterwards, babe. So generally,
afterwards, okay.
Yeah. So how they tend to serve it is you'd have a little thing. Okay. So who's ready to roll?
Who's ready to roll?
We're going to do 3 of these.
That's going to go number 2. Okay, you ready to roll?
Yes, to concentrate. Okay? Because you are going to do the second one. Yes, who's ready? So I said to Nana, I'm going to do this one completely by myself, so she can watch, and then she can do the next one. So the whole point of the sushi mat is to be able to roll it like this. So now you can already see where 2 fillings problem, right? I mean, my carrots are falling down now a little bit. So the next one we're going to put less fillings in. So you got your mat, but pop your fingers just there. Can you see? Just there. So just kind of like touching that rice, like touching the paper. And then using the mat, the first roll is the hardest. We're going to roll it over and try and capture all those fillings like that. See? And squeeze them down. Oh, why is everybody frozen on me? There we go. So how do we do? My internet connection is unstable. That's really quite frustrating. You didn't. That's why not? Did you not see, baby? You should be watching.
Frozen.
My computer's frozen, man. Great timing.
I can hear you though.
In case it's, hopefully everybody can see. So I tucked it in, and you see I'm using that sushi mat to really, that's kind of doing the rolling. Tuck in, using that to push across, roll, using the mat, roll, and then you get to the end, and you kind of, you like that, and you give it a good squeeze. So let's see how you're all getting on. Really, oh, good job, Maya. I mean, that's managed to, Maya Junior. That's managed to all stay in. Good job again, Nima. Wow. So Nima, just try and really tuck it in. Tuck it in. That's it. That's it. Let's see, Kirsty.
I can cook rice.
Nice. Is it? And Kirsty, has the seaweed wrapped all the way around?
Are you going to do that next one?
So once you've given it a good squeeze, then you can obviously unravel your roll.
Oh, there's too much thing.
So Kirsty, so just why is there rice on the outside, Kirsty? Oh, because like me, we've used too much rice. So definitely not my best
Sushi.
my best sushi, because it's too big. I use too much rice, but that will do.
It's just at the edges. It's okay apart from that.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks like a book.
So what we'll do, let's put that
I'm ready to help you with
let's just put that to the side. I don't want it in the fridge. When we refrigerate rice, the chemical structure changes, and it's not sparkly. So let's just put that to the side. Who's ready to do another one? Nena, you're going to do this one, Angel. Where are you? Baba, come on.
When you're, I'm going to roll this for you. Do you want me to roll it for you?
Go wash
I don't know.
I wonder who that was.
Not me.
Not you.
Okay, so Kirsty, my love, is that your second one, or was that Francesca's one that wasn't rolled?
So Francesca had to go to the toilet, and she's now spending 5 minutes washing her hands. So I'm going to leave
time, guys.
I'm
gonna teach you properly.
Because I'm going to do it.
That was a practice run, and it went a bit wrong. Okay. So,
think
all right, you said that.
it should be like that.
What I want you to do now, because I'm going to be doing a lot of explaining, is you just doing. Okay, that's it. Right. So this time, guys. So Nana, take a handful. But we're going to do just halfway up, okay? Maximum 2/3 of the rice.
Like that?
Okay? And definitely try and leave at least a centimetre.
Okay, try to do the next one.
Okay, we don't want it to go above there. So put it in, okay?
Come on, do some more rice on
So I would say definitely probably just halfway up, please. Actually, we're probably going to run out of rice otherwise.
There we go.
Nima, just a nice thin layer halfway up this time, please.
Did it.
Keep going. We've got to flatten it out. So let me show you. That's it. That's it. That's a bit too much rice. Maybe it's a bit too much rice. So, okay, now with your right hand, darling, dip it in the water a wee bit. Just a wee bit. This water here. Okay, like that. That's it. Now you're going to flatten it out. Okay, go. Flatten it out so it's covering the whole of the sushi paper from here.
The one we couldn't find.
You want to try and aim for a layer of rice, no more than maybe kind of 1/2 centimetre, I'd say. You know, with practice. Maya, darling, Maya Junior, darling, try get your hands dirty. It's easier than with this. Oh no, you don't like getting your hands dirty, do you, darling? Sorry, I forgot. That's okay. That's okay. You do whatever makes you comfortable, Angel. You do whatever makes you comfortable. Yeah, that's it, darling. Good girl. Nana likes to get not just her hands dirty, her elbows and her nose and her hair. Oh, and mummy's hair and mummy's nose. No! Okay, come, concentrate. So we want nice thin layer. So I like using these bit, this bit of the Nima, darling, Nima.
Yeah.
Try to not do the whole thing, just half. See, look, guys. Can you see this? So, maximum 2/3.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So just bring it down a bit.
I have red on my cheek. Mummy, I have lipstick on my cheek. Did you know that?
Have you? Is Rumi been kissing you then?
You there, because you have.
You should be doing this, please. Making it really flatten it out to the edges. And then nice and flat.
Ashby, can I ask?
Yeah, Kirsty?
So we've got an omelette I made earlier, but Francesca thinks it won't go with the rice.
No, so
you
again,
just put the omelette.
how thin is your omelette, Kirsty? Is it quite a thin omelette? Because there's two ways you can put omelette. There's two ways you can put omelette in sushi. Oh, beautiful.
Quite thin.
Yeah, okay. So you know what you can, for that might be a bit too thick to roll with. A really, really healthy suggestion, Kirsty, is, so for today, what I'm going to ask you to do is to just cut it in strips the same way we've been doing all the fish. So we'll just roll it. But what would be good with an omelette like that next time is do a sushi without the rice and just the omelette. Do you know what I mean? Like, for you, more than
we've actually run out. We've only got enough rice for a third roll. So I'm wondering, could we do one with the rice and the omelette without the rice, maybe?
Absolutely. Perfect. Perfect.
Thank you.
Which toppings are you going to go for, darling? Lena? Which toppings?
Right, pepper.
Pepper. Oh, good girl. And? Peppers?
Red cabbage.
Again, red cabbage. Good girl. Do it in a nice...
And mackerel.
And mackerel. Like, how about your smoked salmon? We said we'll do a bit of smoked salmon. So if you've got a nice thin layer of rice, guys, you could, go cray-cray with your salmon. You can just add it like that. Look. And then when you roll that, that's going to look so pretty because you'll see the pink going through it like that. Because sushi really is a work of art, isn't it? So I, for example, have now covered that completely. So,
yes, I can.
So Nena said pepper. Okay, can you put your pepper on? And put it just like that.
Dish. There's some down here. There's some dish.
Down, please. The fillings always need to, the main bulk of the fillings always need to go towards, they need to be at the end where you're going to start the rolling. If you put them there, it wouldn't work. Does that make sense? They have to go there. Good girl. How's everyone getting on? Maya, what have you got on your, Maya Senior? What have you got? Oh God, let's unmute, sorry.
We were muted. This one is cucumber, avocado and salmon.
Nice, very good, very good. Danya, do you like prawns?
Yeah.
Danya loves prawns. Oh, can you put prawns in them?
No.
No. So with the
Dad said no apparently, but of course you can.
I'll show you what I did with the prawns.
Can I put that?
Yeah, I got the prawn and I just slit it in half like that.
That's actually so clever. Oh, look, I did one kind of.
Yeah.
Ash.
Oh, yes, darling. Oh my goodness! Wow!
Yeah.
I'm so impressed.
I'm so impressed. Like, Danya did a good one as well. She did a wicked cucumber one.
Wow.
I don't know where it is.
Behind you.
She wants to cut it up now.
Yeah.
Why are we not in the frame? We did another one. Shall we show her the other one, Danya?
Yeah.
We're going to. So Danya tried to do one, and it's a bit big.
Oh.
So we're going to redo that one because it's not quite sealed.
Yeah, it's hard getting the balance of the rice correct,
And that's her good one. That's her really good one.
That's amazing.
Really nice.
Amazing. Well done.
So thank you for teaching us.
That's okay, Angel.
Why?
Okay, cool. Well, so really squeeze, Smita. So as you get to the end, that's it. One more like roll, and then that's it. And now be confident and give it a good squeeze.
Am I ready to roll?
What that squeezing does is because that rice is so like gloopy and gelatinous, it just holds everything together.
Now?
Yeah, do you know how to? How? I thought you were watching. Should we do it together? Right, so Nena and I are going to do our second one now. So if you want to watch again. So again, remember to kind of get your fingers under there. Again, this is too big. Like we keep on doing big rolls. I think the next one is going to be a really thin roll because it's hard. It's really hard to roll when they're thick. because you've got to tuck it all in. It's especially hard with small hands, you know, baby hands. So get to that bit there. Can you tuck tuck it in this bit, tuck the food in like that, and then now
Yeah.
Okay.
roll like this. Roll, roll. Keep rolling, good girl. Keep rolling and squeeze. Go to the end, not like that, not squeeze down, squeeze like that, like a ball, like a roll, I mean. That's it, good. Let's see how it is, Nana. Nana's first ever sushi roll herself. How did she do? Good job. They're very big. We're going to be eating sushi. Oh my goodness, right, party at yours, Kirsty.
Wow.
Nana will bring the gin.
Was my best.
All amazing. Wow. All right.
Yeah, now, flatten.
Do you think mine is good?
Just the one side.
I'm going to just show the last one, just to make sure everybody feels really confident that they know what they're doing. And we're gonna do one with really less rice now as well.
Mummy?
Yeah.
Can I go and wash my hands?
Okay, I don't. No, just tiny bit, like half of that. Oh,
Oh, wash my hands.
Here we go.
wait for pubic hair. Making the edge nice.
Okay, Maya, darling. Maya Senior, Maya Junior. No more rice on that one now, Angel, okay?
Rice, cucumber.
Yeah. And even you, Nima, just a little bit more rice, thank you. Because we're all struggling with getting the fillings in because the rice is too much. So perfect, Nima, that's perfect. Kirsty, you're doing yours. Have you got any seaweed sheets left? Have you done yours with the omelette and everything now?
If you don't like the water, just lift the water off the outside.
Wow. Okay, so Kirsty, see where it's coming off a little bit? There's two reasons that could happen. Number one, it's the wrong side down. And what you can do is just just dip your fingers in water and just like glue, just like you would pastry or something. That's it. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, so just remember, seaweed is like pastry. Like if you've got a hole or if you stick it together, just use water.
That's the omelette one without rice. Is that maybe why?
Wonderful. Good job. Yeah. I mean, again, I didn't see you do that, babe, so I don't know, but it looks really good. It looks really tasty. Okay, so Nima, nice. Don't go too crazy with the fillings.
We'll find out how to cut them in a minute.
Yeah, exactly. So have you got a serrated knife? We definitely need a serrated knife. Does everybody know what a serrated knife is? I don't mean to sound patronizing. The one with the teeth on it.
Yeah.
Or a really, really, really sharp knife, obviously. I've just found a serrated knife works best. Are you done? Yeah, we've got one. Yeah. No, you can have you can have some playtime. No, playtime. You've had TV time now. So Nima, that looks really good. Love it. You guys are just running with this. Rita, do you feel confident that you know how to kind of keep those fillings tucked in?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So again, I'm just intermittently dabbing my fingers there to just try and and make it look.
She said just 2/3. There you go.
Yeah, I've got to wash my hands.
Serrated knife.
This one for me. So for anybody who does like wasabi, I'll show you how much I'm going to put on.
That's how it's typically done. So
Just to repeat, I'm doing this one for me, grown-ups. If you want wasabi, I'm going to show you how much I would put on, and I like my sushi really hot.
Yeah.
So
we'll do the last one.
I think if you don't like spicy horseradish, I think just that is enough. And you want to it's not easy to kind of really just dab it across like that in a line.
I suspect that's what he'll be able to do.
That. Can you see that's a really faint line now of wasabi? But I'm going to put a little bit more than that for me. But that's if you like it mild. I wouldn't really recommend more than that if you don't, you know, if you're not used to wasabi. It's like, it's horseradish family. So it's more of a nose heat than a, you know, like a chili heat. Hi.
We're struggling with the cutting. It's all coming apart.
Is it? Okay, did you give it a good enough squeeze, my love?
What do you mean, squeeze it before you cut it?
Yeah, well, the reason it would be falling apart is because it's not wrapped up tightly enough. Do you see what I mean?
Okay.
So wait, Kirsty, can you turn your camera down a little bit?
So as I try to cut here, all the sort of bits are coming out of it, and it's, yeah, all the bits just come out.
Stop. Okay, right. Get the ones that you haven't already cut. Okay, put them back in. Take them.
Yeah.
Pop them back in your sushi.
Oh, right, okay.
Roll it up like a baby. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Roll it up. Roll. And just squeeze and hold for about 5 seconds. Like, yeah, squeeze there. And squeeze again, like that. And just keep.
It's been 5 seconds.
Maybe not 5 seconds. Then I need to work on my time. About 30 seconds, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah. And then get a chopping board, not a plate. If you've got a chopping board, that will make a difference because obviously the plate is slightly curved. Have you got a really good serrated knife, like?
That's it. Keep squeezing.
Okay, wait, Nima.
Yeah.
With your hands, really squeeze that filling in. Squeeze it in more. Look.
You know, we didn't squeeze it at all. I must have missed it.
Really that's it, Nima. You're getting it. So as you do that, Kirsty, sweetheart, that's where you've gone a little bit wrong. The squeezing's like the whole point of the sushi rice being so sticky is that it sticks together.
Okay, it's done. I was thinking, why aren't you squeezing?
I totally missed that part of the instruction.
Sorry.
That looks good. That looks really
this
good.
might be better. Should we try?
Oh, I think that's worse.
Oh my God, Charlotte, that's amazing. Well done.
Helping us with this tutorial. Log off now.
Who's gonna eat that now?
Isla's finished her plate completely.
Oh my God, that makes me so happy.
That's the extra one. So that could be for Kate and Mike when they get home tonight. So
I just put loads of mackerel on mine and loads of wasabi and some spring onion and job done. Because Right, guys, I want you to watch me one last time with the filling. This is obviously the trickiest bit and the big thing and why people.
Oh no!
Watch this. Watch this.
So, if you it's really crucial to get the right amount of filling. If you've got too much filling and too much rice, it's near enough impossible to roll. It's a delicate thing. The filling must always be only like on the first third, yeah, like that. Imagine you've got that sheet divided in 3. The rice should be 2/3. The filling should be the first third. See, like that, almost like a bit of a mountain. Yeah, that's how we need to start. If it's all flat everywhere, it's going to be really hard to roll. Okay, so now we've got this bit. So watch this. Whole point of the mat. Take it like that. And this bit, see how my fingers are tucking that filling in whilst also rolling, tuck and roll. It's like you're making a stuffed paratha or something with a stuffing and you've got to be really, you see? So now you can see that seaweed roll coming over and now it's tucked in. Look, it's all hidden. My fillings are hidden. So now the rest of the tucking is going to be really easy. There's no tucking left. And at the end, like that, you get to that last bit. You use a bit of water, just like you would pastry. Like that. Go all the way to the end. And then it's done. But you need to do the squeeze. Remember the squeeze. So roll it back up again like that and squeeze. So if it's all packed up tightly, if you squeeze, you do have to, for, you know, I don't know how long I've been doing it for now, maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds. But then when it comes to chopping and you've got a good knife is crucial. That top bit, you don't want that, that's like, you know, for the dog or something, because that doesn't look great. Sorry, Rumi, no offense. And you have to do it like a saw. You have to do it gently. If you want a nice clean cut, and that's how you know also that your rice is cooked perfectly, because it cuts really well. Can you see? How is it, Kirsty, Francesca, Olivia?
Jessica, what do you think?
I haven't tasted.
Okay.
I don't like sushi.
That's okay.
I was nearly 6.
She doesn't like sushi, but a really good plus today, I did mackerel and mayonnaise and sweet corn. And she loves it more than tuna.
Oh, well, that's really good, because I don't love tuna. So quick, you know, 2 pence, 10 pence of health, you know, on a fish front. If you can get your kids eating tinned, you know, mackerel, tinned sardines, you're honestly.
I never thought I could, but just obviously you just add a bit of mayonnaise and it works.
Yeah. Mayonnaise, sweet corn, you know, you've got to just adapt things to make it palatable to kids.
Yeah, let's put us a winner today, even if we were a little bit messy on the sushi rolls. But you still eating the sushi, saying you don't like it.
I haven't tasted it.
So Nima, you asked what all that ginger and all that was for. So traditionally, I guess, people would have some soy sauce, which I'm out of. Typical.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, obviously this is completely different. I normally do a bit of soy sauce.
No. Okay.
Yeah, a bit of soy sauce, and then if you want, you know, you can either have some wasabi on the side, or you can put a little bit in your soy sauce. That's how I like it personally. I like sushi really quite spicy. And dip and eat. Bottoms up. Not bad. Considering I've never had mackerel before.
Can I try?
That one's got wasabi in. It's not too hot. Do you want to try wasabi one?
No.
Oh, these are the ones that you made. Yeah, let me cut it for a little bit. So Kirsty, did you find that after when you squeezed it for longer, did it cut better?
Yes, that made a big difference actually.
Oh, wow.
A very big difference.
Yeah, you have to get that, you know, rice is really interesting grain to work with. There's so many different kinds. But I really want to show you what it looks like, the one with the salmon that ran all the way through it, because I just think that would look so pretty with all the colours. Who's tried their own sushi apart from Olivia and Francesca? Isla and Isaac? Oh, they've disappeared. I think they had to go. Yeah, look at that one with the salmon and cabbage. So you can see that's what happens when you fill it too much. Can you see? Is
that my one?
That is the one you made, my angel. But that's a good job. Excellent attempt. Filled too much and not tucked in. Can you have it on a plate, please? Yeah, let's get your plate. No, yours is the best, Angel. Yours were made with so much love, Nana, I could tell. So yeah, overfilling. Just remember, 2/3 to the top of rice, and make sure the rice is probably no more than 1/2 centimetre to 3/4 centimetre thick. I know that's a bit pedantic, but it makes a difference. 2/3 rice, 1/3 fillings, and you should be able to roll it perfectly fine. Here you go, Angel. So that this was the first one I did. So you can see, actually, that's actually come out quite nicely. They've actually come out quite nicely. But it really is, the rice does have to be cooked well. So Nima, I think I mean, that looks really good, but you're having the same kind of issue as Kirsty had with a bit of squashing. And it's just, it wasn't, just needed to be tucked in a little bit more. The tucking in is tricky. You know, getting the balance of filling to rice. This is a learning. This is probably the 100th time I've made sushi. You like it, of course. Here, and how about the ones with your all your vegetables in it? Although we need to save some of this for your lunch tomorrow, young lady. This is your lunch.
Cutting very well.
How long should this keep for?
Because the sushi goes funny, the rice goes funny, unfortunately probably only a day. As in, as I've made it the night before for my daughter's lunch the next day, and she ate it, but it certainly didn't look, it looked a bit mushy. Yeah, that's the shame about, it's the seaweed, you see. On another masterclass, when I do hopefully make the other kinds of sushi, you know, the ones where you get the squares of rice and you put the fish on top, that kind of sushi. Because the seaweed there, make in advance for like a dinner or something, probably. Maya, how is it, darling? How's your own sushi? Maya Junior, talk to me. Tell me.
Maya is, yeah, she's quite impressed with what it looks like. She hasn't put one in her mouth yet.
Come on, let's do it together.
Maya,
Maya's got chopsticks. I've got.
She's. Do you like it?
I do like it, don't they?
When you get into it, it was quite tricky.
It's a bit soggy, isn't it?
I'm just eating as I go along. Here, give me your plate. You got some more here that I've got to give you.
I wonder if we could have wrapped it tighter.
Yeah. It's as I said, it's quite a common mistake to make, that kind of wrapping. That's the trickiest bit of sushi. Everything else wasn't too bad, was it? Yeah, boiling rice after all, and that's it. And pot chopping. That's easy. That's what I'm saying. Once the minute you get the hang of the rolling, I mean, imagine how quick this is. Kirsty asked, how long do the rolls keep once they're made?
Mummy.
I would say more than really a day and a half, unfortunately.
Okay, is it the
But what you can do,
is my dinner?
Yeah, that's your
Am I
dinner.
allowed to treat?
Yeah. But the rice, on the other hand, so I will make the rice on a Monday, for example, Monday morning. I'll make about 2 cups worth of rice. And remember I said right at the beginning that when you refrigerate rice, the texture changes. So I don't refrigerate it. When you refrigerate a starch like rice or pasta or potatoes, the chemistry changes, the texture changes quite a lot. So it's quite hard. It's not as easy working with cold sushi rice than with room temperature sushi rice. So if you wanted to think, you know, I'm going to do this for the next 3 lunches, for example, you can boil up some rice on Monday morning and just keep it in the kitchen, as long as it's not the heat of summer, just wrapped in a tea towel. That's what I would do rather than refrigerating.
Okay. Okay.
Like, how do you do it?
I think next time I go to Waitrose, I'll be watching the
so like.
Oh, every time I
counter with a new interest.
Wait,
I always sit at the sushi counter. I just love it. It's such a fun.
How do I get into the?
Nima, how was your third roll? Nima? How did your third roll turn out? How did your third roll turn out?
I think better the second. The second, like the first one was all right. The second went a bit weird. First was okay. The third one I think's okay. Be better like the first.
I think all of you guys did your first one all slowly and whatnot, and the second one you all got really excited. Before I even knew it, you'd all done your second roll.
Yeah.
I was like, hello, pupils.
This is the third one.
Oh, very good. So, can you see like how much less rice there is? But again, if it had just been a little bit tighter, really, really good effort, Matt.
I'm trying to say, how do you?
Yeah, I think we got the balance of food right with the fillings right with the last one, but it's still.
See, how do you get into?
Like, And but yeah, that the knack of getting it tight is quite.
It is. Mine did not always look like this.
Quite
And
tricky.
when they're this big, it is harder. So even if you did even like a third of rice, you'll see how much quicker, how much easier it is. The less fillings, the easier. Just go really simple. Just do cucumber, for example. Just a lot less rice. Just, you know, like we all started, all of us, me included, the teacher included, started with a whole sheet of rice. That's completely. We'd always leave like a third at the top. That's cutting really nicely. Seema, let me see your knife. I mean, Nima.
There's a kitchen devils one.
Guys, try. I mean, if you ever have so okay, not bad. But if you have one with a slightly bigger serration, it's easier for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, have that, and that goes rests on your second finger.
That's that.
Rests on that finger.
All right, guys. I'm gonna love you and leave you all. Was that all fun? Have you got any questions or anything?
Mummy.
That was good. Thank you very much. That was loads of fun.
Just a big thank you.
That you really want to make, or you know that your kids enjoy making, or something that you know is quite healthy, but your kids are struggling a little bit with it. I really was thinking about doing like a bit of a seafood session. You know, like maybe some garlic prawns or some scallops or something. I don't know. Just give me some thoughts. Ask your friends, because this has like been really, really fun for me. Like really, like you know, a buzz thinking about it. I love talking about food and I love teaching. And I love getting kids who don't eat certain foods to eat them. That is like a real joy for me. So yeah, have a think, because I'm going to be doing these for most of July, I think, and probably August. If there's anything that you want or that you know of, let me know.
Oh, that'd be,
Can I just say a big thank you, because my kids are both picky eaters. One's gluten-free, one's vegetarian, and they just want to eat mash with cheese every night. And I've lost my whole appetite for cooking because it's me on my own with the kids. It's like all they want to do is eat nonsense. I'm hoping this will give us a bit of a jump start.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, okay, well then that's great. So let's keep going on a roll and think about some. I love doing one thing that I love, especially in the summer. You know, when like summer lunches and stuff like that. Because I don't like
talking. She's saying
actually eating too much bread, too much pasta, and I just think it's too much. Okay, so a really nice light lunch that I often give, and I have as well, is lots of veggies, maybe some nice rice crackers with some breadsticks and dips made from vegetables. So like a baba, something with peas, something with edamame, something with cauliflower, hidden veggie dips is a winner. And then you can just put it everywhere. So maybe that's something along the lines we could do, and it's quite easy as well.
Yeah, anything that's hidden vegetables as well is a good one.
And just something different from the norm, I think.
Yeah,
just in lockdown as well, you're just making the same meals so frequently for them.
Yeah. It's hard. All right. Well,
this has been lovely. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I'm sorry, I'm eating.
Look forward to seeing you next week.
Yes, absolutely. Are you right, Nima?
Thank you. I was going to say that. What do I?
All right, thank you. Bye-bye. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Nice to meet you all.
All right, Nima, what did you want to ask, babes?
I was going to say, with the sesame seeds, you just sprinkle it on top.
Good question. You know what I mean by sesame seeds, don't you? Obviously. Yeah, these ones.
Yeah. The black ones, yeah.
Nice texture, these ones, yeah. So I roast them a little bit first. Yeah, perfect. Oh, perfect. They're already roasted. You got the sushi ones.
Yeah.
You know when you're doing your layer of rice, you can just sprinkle them all over the layer of rice. Don't go over the top. But you know when you had your sheet of rice on the thingy, just sprinkle them on.
Then.
Yeah, that's it. And they just give a really nice little nutty texture to it. That's all.
So I might just sprinkle it on top of the little rounds now, innit?
That's a good idea, yeah. But just maybe don't do all of it, because your kids might not like it and then they wouldn't eat it.
Cool, thank you for that. It's really good tutorial.
I'm glad you had fun. It's quite tricky. It's not easy when you've got a lot of people and there's kids, and my kid has been all that. But I think you guys all did really well. It's tricky, but keep on practicing, because it's really worth it. And it's rice at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Yeah. You can get a bit of veg because you're hiding it in rice, or a bit of oily fish because you're hiding it in rice.
Yeah, yeah.
Salty soya sauce. You know, you're winning, really.
Cool. Thank you. I'm gonna get Mara to try it.
All
She
right.
smelled the wasabi. She was like, no, but like I've got the ones without the wasabi anyway.
Children can't have the wasabi. It's too
Yeah.
like, yeah, you can't do that. So
Yeah.
cool. All right,
That's
darling.
cool. Thank you.
You're so welcome. See you then.
Bye.